Welcome to Valley Boys TCG, CK here, and today we're continuing our run with our purple Nocturna / Velliam deck. So we have looks like our opponent is going first, and he just drops a Beldegor to start the game off. Not the greatest value there, but I think he wants to get it just so easy chips and to get it in the trash already. So our turn, we start off with putting a burst and getting the Boa Trictor out. And we swing in Boa Trictor, no block, so we get chip damage here. And we're going against our buddy Anthony, who is running the Smagg deck, the Rainbow deck. So such a good deck, and he is an amazing pilot at it. He's just been running rampant at locals with it. And you see we play out, or we splay out our cards there so that he can always know what's in hand, because Smagg needs to know how many your opponent has in hand, so that way he can do its thing to draw a card. But he ends up playing the Lance there that draws him more cards, so further getting him away from the Smagg play. And it trips our Reanimate, so unfortunately we didn't have much to play out from the Animate. We didn't have enough cores to do anything with this, but it does get us the Beldegor in the trash already, so that's a good start for us. We have Beldegor in the trash already. We get a draw off of it, so still some good value, even though Reanimate does better mid-game. We get the Dragonaga Assassin, so we can start getting some more draw in, which set another burst, go in with Curse, and of course draw with Dragonaga. Classic purple card right there. You know, funny thing, the deck runs a lot of Serpents, and there's a lot of ways to build this deck. I'm trying to focus more on the trash and recycle and getting the combos off with Velliam, but Curse just feels like it's better suited for a Serpent focus deck. We're not running the Serpent Dragon, or I don't even think we're running Maduke in this, honestly. But we've chipped him down a little bit, and here comes Smagg. Smagg is on board now, so he's going to have that universal reduction. Yeah, Smagg is just good. I mean, nobody was crazy about it when it first dropped. They thought it was underwhelming, but now I think everybody is onto it. Smagg, and especially Rainbow Smagg, is just good value. So he swings in with his 4 cost there. No burst. We take it from life. And then he just passes there. He doesn't want to let us ramp too much. Also, you may have noticed we've kind of changed the orientation of the videos lately. We're doing a vertical instead of the horizontal view. Not sure how I feel about it. I'm okay with it for now. Also, the cards are still on screen, but they're on the sides, as opposed to the larger ones that we had in the old format. Do you prefer the old format? Do you like the new one? Let us know. Still trying to feel it out, see what we feel. So you see we've played the Rotting Swamp this turn to get a Nexus on board. We decided to go ahead and swing so that we can get the card draw. He trades off with the Beldegor, which is the right thing to do. He's down to 2 life. If it does have an Ice Shield, he didn't want to proc it yet, and Beldegor means that he can recur it next turn. And then there we go, we see the Ice Shield pop. Doesn't necessarily have to pay it because we don't have anything else to swing with, so keeps himself at 2. And defensively, we're kind of wide open. Here comes another Smagg, unfortunately. So, well, we're kind of wide open here, but hopefully that is an Ice Shield burst, so we can kind of stay in this. From this angle, you can see he doesn't have another Ice Shield to set. Probably going to set, yeah, he's going to set a Star Blessed. But he's got some really good options there in hand. You see the Dream Bomb, you see the Valkyrie. And yep, there comes Valkyrie Hilder's down. He's going to be able to bounce something. And yeah, Dragonaga is the right choice there because Boa Trictor has more reduction. I mean, obviously, generally you want to get rid of Dragonaga because it's probably the better value card, but also it costs more for me to play it back out. So that's definitely the right sequence of events there. He swings in with Valkyrie. We go ahead and take that from life. And he swings in with Smagg here, and that is where we, proc the Ice Shield, paying the 4 from reserve. And so we're kind of in a rough spot here because he's got a wide board and we have lost quite a bit. So we're going to try to pop off some combos here. And that's why I chose this game for this, because we do get to see some of the combos that we're trying to go for. So paying 3 actually, sorry. Paying 3 to get the Black Lance, put him to level 2 so we can get our card draws. That triggers his Star Bless, so that kind of lets us know, hey, he does not have an Ice Shield set. Maybe it's time to try to go in here. Pay 1, we get an Amethyst Sanctuary. And we're kind of stuck, unfortunately. We can't really go in on him right now, and we would need another spirit to try to go for game, but we don't know if he's running any kind of removal. So we're going to see if we can get a chip in, or at least to get a trade. That will trigger his Beldegor, though, so he could bring Beldegor back. He elects not to. That is a Beldegor target. I'm not sure why he chose not to. But here is where he can get the most value for it if he wants to block with the Smagg. And he's just deciding if he wants to trigger anything else. I bring up the Sanctuary. When one of my spirits, Sanctuary, lets me look at the top card, and then I decide to put it back on the top of the deck, and then I trigger Rotting Swamps to draw a card when something is destroyed. So a nice little combo there, Sanctuary to Rotting Swamps to see if it's the card you want to draw. You can trash it, and then just draw the next one in line. That's a nice little combo. And then he decides to block with the Smagg. We trade off there, and I guess he still doesn't have enough spirits to go. And we just got ahead, and we're swinging in here to try to at least chip him under Ice Shield range, and he Dream Bombs us, clearing our board. But you know what? We've kind of cleared his, and we drew the Ice Shield off of the little Nexus combo there. So we're just going to have to flash Ice Shield next turn. We're going to go down to 1, but we're going to try to get there. He's got a lot of cores to work with, and a good amount of cards in hand, I should say. So here we see another Smagg come in, gets the core to trash, draws 1. Problem is, these Smoggs all trigger Beldegor. The Smagg Beldegor combo is probably the bane of my existence whenever I play against him. And he's set a burst at this point also, so that means he probably has the Ice Shield now. If only we could have gone for game last turn, at least chipped him to 1, we could have prevented that. So we have to do Ice Shield from hand to end his turn. And then we do take the damage to life. So we are down to 1, and we are hurting. Even a second Ice Shield probably wouldn't help us at this point, unless we flash it from hand. So we have a clear board. We got to rebuild, but we can pop off the combo here. I think that is the plan. We have a decent amount of cards in hand to do some fun stuff, so let's see if we can get there. Now first we have to pay, and we're counting cores, make sure. So first we Thorn Prison his board. And now we got to do some removal things. So we pay 3 to get Velliam out. And then this is a fun combo here, the double removal. So we pay 2 to play Reanimate, which will let us play Beldegor from the trash. Beldegor's on play, or when summoned effect does trigger, so we can pop the Ant, and then Velliam's effect, since something came from the trash, we pop a Smagg. So now we've got we got a good little combo there going to remove some things. If we had enough cores to get Nocturna out, we could have swung with Nocturna and triggered another summoned effect. And all we can do here is just basically have to pass turn and hope that he doesn't flood the board, but we know he's got plenty of options, and you see one big one there in hand right now. This is gonna hurt us. He Burning Force, and that will do it. That clears our board, and he can just swing away. He gets extra spirits out anyway, but doesn't necessarily need them because, again, our board is gone. But it's fun getting a nice little Velliam combo to show. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you come back next time.